guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. World War III update. Unknown drones recently circled over military facilities in France. According to Radio France International, citing officials' military sources. We have more breaking news. Look at this one here. Denmark may pull NATO's Article 4 over drone strikes. We have more breaking news. Drones over Denmark, now the North Sea too. We have more breaking news coming out. US fighter jets were scrambled Wednesday to identify and intercept 4 of the Russian warplanes flying near Alaska. The North American Aerospace Defense Command said, "This is not a drill." What's going on right now, I do believe, is basically biblical war. It's not too far. WW3 is basically around the corner. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and a PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. We're gonna start with this one here. Fox News is putting out the breaking news update of Denmark considering triggering NATO Article 4, and this will be the first time in history. It'd be the first time for Denmark to invoke the Article 4. So we have multiple alliances: Poland, Estonia, and I believe Denmark, and I think that's all so far. So we are definitely seeing something here, guys. The Bear, Russia, you have Foreign Ministry Sergei Lavrov came out. He's at the UN, said that NATO and the Sleeping Giant has declared war on the Bear, on Russia. So we're gonna get to all this news. Check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. Denmark is considering triggering NATO Article 4 after the country was forced to close a Borg airport after drones were spotted for a second time this week. Denmark reached out to NATO and the European Union in the wake of the warnings, according to Euronews. Copenhagen was reportedly considering whether to invoke NATO Article 4, which would trigger a meeting for members of the alliance. Neither NATO nor Secretary General Mark had made public statements on the matter. I do believe there's a possibility they might invoke this. Let me just read this one really quick. I can't show it because of the advertisements. Danish Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister vowed in a joint statement that Denmark would find the individuals who are behind this, according to Euronews. Alright, so they're going to investigate who's behind these drones. Smaller airports in the country allegedly also saw drone activity but were not impacted as a result. Danish authorities said the drone incident was a hybrid strike that came from a professional actor, according to the BBC. The outlet said authorities specified that the drone were launched locally and did not come from the Bear, did not come from Russia. Is there like a middleman? Again, guys, we've seen stuff like this. I mean, there's a movie in the early or late 90s, The Sum of All Fears. Check out that movie. It's about Russia and US, and supposedly there's a middle person that's trying to get these two countries to go at it. And again, we could see something. I mean, there's a possibility. Perhaps it's something like that going on right now. So it says here on Monday, a similar drone incident impacted the Copenhagen airport. Unlike the incident at Aalborg, some suspected Russia could have been the culprit behind this event. Now it says here, Danish Prime Minister said it was the most serious strike on Danish critical infrastructure to date, according to reports. Now she added that the country was not ruling out any options in relation to who is behind it. Now it says here, the drones that halted flight at Copenhagen airport were part of a pattern of persistent consultation at our borders, European Commission President Ursula said on Tuesday, Euronews reported. The airport in Oslo, Norway, was also shut down on Monday evening for 3 hours due to possible warning from drone activity, according to Euronews. Alright, so once again, Denmark considers triggering NATO Article 4 after drones fly over airport. Now, they did declare a state of emergency. Once again, we talked about it last night. They did declare a state of emergency. Let's go with France really quick. An unknown drones recently circled over military facilities in Montmelon-le-Grand, France, according to Radio France International, citing official military sources. It is reported that these were small devices, not drones, piloted by military personnel. Currently, there is no evidence to suggest that this could have been the result of foreign interference. Alright, so again, everybody kind of little spooked. Oh man, don't tell me drones are reaching way out there in the eastern part, the western part of Europe, excuse me. Now I want to read this one here. Once again, these are very important updates. WW3 update, World War III update. The Danish defense minister says Copenhagen is weighing an Article 4 trigger after swarms of large drones forced shutdowns at multiple airports and even circled Skrædstrup Air Base, home to F-35s. Officials are blunt. This wasn't young ones with DJI toys. It was a professional actor staging some kind of strike. That's not good. If invoked, it will be the third Article 4 in 2 weeks, after Estonia and Poland over suspected Russian interference. Before September, the alliances hadn't been called into Article 4 consultations since the opening days of Vladimir full-scale operation in 2022. Meaning, the Baltic to Scandinavia front is heating fast. Aerial harassment, cyber strike. There's a lot of cybers going on. And you guys already know there's been airports, flight delays. I mean, we got cyber stuff going on. And hybrid warfare tactics are stacking up. Yep. And allies are running out of ways to downplay them as incident. Article 4 isn't Article 5 yet. It doesn't mean war, but it forced the alliances to huddle, assist, and signal unity. Basically, what comes after Article 4 is Article 5. And I did mention about the cyber. Something happened here in the state of Florida. Multiple 7-Elevens are not accepting debit cards. They're only taking in cash. Something with their system is going down, and it's happening almost in all 7-Eleven. So again, I mentioned this many times. It's very important for people to start taking some money out the bank and put it away in your home or exchange it for silver. If you could afford gold, go right on, go right ahead. But gold is just skyrocketing. I mean, it's crazy. I never seen anything like it. So gold is almost at what, 3,800. That's insane, an ounce. But silver is still pretty decent right now. So it's very important to prepare spiritually, physically, and mentally. It says here, 3 invocations in 2 weeks. That's a signal in itself. Europe's airspace is now a contested battleground, even without missiles. The Cold War had radar blimps. 2025 has drones in your airspace. And now we are seeing some in the sea. Drones over Denmark and now the North Sea too. Danish officials say it's not just airports and military bases seeing mysterious drones. Ship radars last night picked up unknown UAVs over Danish-operated oil fields in the North Sea. That puts critical energy infrastructure in play. The same kind of sights hit in past hybrid warfare campaigns. Copenhagen is now juggling drone sightings across air bases, airports, and offshore platforms. The pattern feels less like hobbyist, more like probing defenses. Denmark's skies and seas are being tested. We are seeing it, we are living it, we are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. Give me a second here, guys. I want to bring this one up. I think it's very important to talk about this too. But I got to make sure there's no advertisement. Give me a second here. Advertisement is what's also bringing down the views. Now, there's a reason I haven't done verse of the day yet, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I cannot show that website anymore because there's so many advertisements that is just being played while I make the video, and that causes also a decrease to my views. I mean, the algorithm just picked that up, and just, it's not good for my platform. I did my research. It's not good to show these advertisements. Algorithm would catch that really quick. So I'm gonna have to do something a little different when it comes to the verse of the day. So I'm trying not to show any advertisement from these news articles. NORAD said the bare military activity in the ADIZ is common, and it is common, and it's not considered a warning, but it was the latest in a series of flights by the Bear aircraft, seen by many as testing the preparedness. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was brutal. I hope I don't get hit with that one. That was brutal. That was a surprise advertisement. Boom! There you go. And once again, guys, by the Bear. Okay, let me just start again. NORAD said the Russian military activity in the ADIZ is common and not considered a warning, but it was the latest in a series of flights by the Bear aircraft, seen by many as testing the preparedness of US and the allied NATO nations. It came as officials in Denmark continue investigating still unattributed large drones that flew close to Copenhagen airport on Tuesday and Wednesday, disrupting traffic. Danish police have said the drones were operated by a capable actor, someone very professional. European nations have been on alert amid the Bear ongoing invasion of Ukraine. The Bear drones were taken down by Polish and allied NATO warplanes after crossing into Polish airspace on September 9th. 10 days later, Estonia and several of the Bear fighter jets enter its airspace. Now, I'm just gonna skip the rest of this one here, guys. Too many. There's literally too many advertisements in this news article. But again, the situation that happened in Alaska, that's something that we see at least twice a month or once a month. I wouldn't worry about that one there. They do this a lot, and it's not the first time. But what's going on in Europe, that's a whole different ballgame. All right, so that's like the real deal stuff that's going on out there. And so I would keep it updated. Once again, this is no drill. This is not a drill. What's going on is the real deal, and we're seeing nations right now evoking the Article 4. That's some serious stuff out there with the alliances, NATO. All right, so they're getting ready for something big here, guys. And we just need to be prepared spiritually, physically, and mentally. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the video, and thank you so much for your support, either through Cash App or PayPal. Again, your support truly helps out. Thank you so much, guys. Till next time later. Peace.